Welcome back to our game development series here, delving into C# programming for Unity, and specifically using this book here, right? And today we're going to start with Chapter 7, creating gameplay as just a part of the game. This is a very important chapter. I'm not going to go into all the details in this video. I'm going to create more of an instructional video for the concepts later. Right now I'm going to walk you through creating the assignment that is due, and those are the time for action sections here in this chapter. All right. So we're going to click on time for action here. Right? I'm going to point out where the book differs from the current version of MonoDevelop because there are a few things, right? So here is my Unity project. You'll notice that I have the scripts folder and I've created a state manager here, right? And here's my state manager file, right? There. All right. It says to right click on the code folder and select add new folder. What I had to do, because the code folder is no longer called a code folder, it's assembly C#. Right click on it and you'll say add new folder. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already done this, right? But you would click on that and that will create a new folder and you're going to name it states, right? Create it down here. Right? So it says name the folder states. Right, and then you're going to click on the states folder and say add new file. Right, I'm not going to do this either because I've done it already. But you'll click on empty class, and then you'll click down here and say begin state. Right, and say new, and then you'll get this. Right, mine's already changed. Right, so then you need to change your file to match this one. Right? You must have this using Unity engine in here, or else it will not work. Right? Notice that there says namespace assets code.states, and mine says assets assembly C#.states. That's because our folder here is assembly C# and not code. Right? So you need to make sure that yours matches this and not the books here, right? All right, make these changes and you will get this. Notice that here I'm not doing our normal output text.text that we've been doing in this file, because this file does not inherit from mono behavior, so it doesn't know what a GUI text is for that reason. So in this case we're just going to put the debug log. All right, and we'll see in the state manager we will do our GUI text. Right. All right. All right, in your state manager, you're going to say using Unity engine. Make sure that's up there. Assets code, and again, this needs to be assets assembly C#.states. Right. Notice that this inherits from mono behavior, so we can use our GUI text. So make sure you put the GUI text in there so that I can see something when you send this in. Right. And so you say active state equals new begin state, and then you have your debug log and your output text outputting the same text, right? All right, so the next thing you do, we've created the classes we need. You need to go into Unity, right? And you're going to attach the state manager to the main camera, right? I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again, but do it like that, right? Just drag it over there. Alright. And once you've done that, you need to create a GUI text that I've already done, right? So you go up to Game Object, Create Other, GUI Text, right? And then rename that Output Text, which you don't have to do that, but it makes sense too. And then you want to click on the main camera and drag your output text over to the output text variable in your inspector, right? And then you're going to play it, and you'll get the object is of type assets assembly sharp states begin state. Make a web version of that, and you should be good to go.